Welcome to English Podcast Motivation. I'm really happy you're here with us today. Today, we're going to talk about something very human, something many people feel but don't always know how to express in English. That feeling is being misunderstood. Sometimes you say something simple, but the other person hears something completely different, and inside you feel a little frustrated, maybe a little hurt, maybe even a bit invisible.
Yeah, I know that feeling very well. Sometimes I try to explain myself, but people still don't get what I mean, and then I just stop talking.
That's very honest, Eric, and I think many listeners feel the same way. Today, we're going to learn how to express those emotions clearly, not with difficult words, but with natural, descriptive English. We'll also practice how to explain your thoughts calmly so people can understand you better.
That sounds really useful, because sometimes I don't even know how to say, I feel misunderstood in a natural way.
Exactly. Let's start there. Instead of saying only, I feel misunderstood, you can make it more expressive. For example, I feel like people don't really understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh, that sounds more natural.
Yes, it feels more like real conversation. You can also say, I don't think I explained myself clearly. This sentence is very powerful. It shows honesty. It doesn't blame the other person.
So it's softer, right?
Exactly. It's softer and more respectful. Now let's go deeper into a real-life situation. Imagine this. You are talking with a friend. You share your opinion about something, but your friend reacts in a strange way. Maybe they think you are being negative, but actually you were just being honest.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Sometimes I say something normal and people think I'm complaining.
That's a perfect example. In that moment, you can say, I think you might have misunderstood what I meant.
That sounds polite.
Yes, very polite. You can also add feeling. I didn't mean it in a negative way.
Ah, so you explain your intention.
Exactly. Let's practice a short role play. I'll be your friend. You respond naturally. I be your friend. You respond naturally. Why are you always complaining about your job?
Okay, I'll try. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not complaining, I'm just sharing how I feel.
That's very good. Let's make it even more natural. Try this. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not complaining, I just wanted to share how I've been feeling lately.
Oh, lately makes it sound more real.
Yes, small words can change the feeling a lot. Now let's talk about another emotion. Sometimes, when you are misunderstood many times, you start to feel tired, emotionally tired.
Yeah, like you don't want to explain anymore.
Exactly. In English, you can say, it's a bit exhausting to keep explaining myself.
Wow, that sounds very real.
Yes, and it's very common in daily conversation. You can also say, I feel like I have to repeat myself all the time.
That's me.
And that's okay. These are normal human experiences. Now let's build a longer sentence. I feel like I have to repeat myself all the time, and it's starting to feel a bit exhausting.
That sounds like something I would say in real life.
Good, that's our goal. Not perfect English, but real English. Now let's explore another situation. Imagine you are in a meeting. You share an idea, but no one reacts. Later, someone else says the same idea, and everyone likes it.
That hurts.
Yes, it does. In that moment, you might feel ignored or even unappreciated. Here are some ways to express that feeling. I feel like my ideas are not being heard.
That's strong, but still calm.
Yes, it's honest without being aggressive. You can also say, I shared something similar earlier, but maybe I didn't explain it clearly.
Oh, that's very smart.
Yes, it protects your confidence. You're not saying you're wrong, you're just adjusting your communication. Now let's practice. I'll be your colleague. That's a great idea.
Okay. I actually mentioned something similar earlier, but maybe I didn't explain it clearly.
That was excellent. Very natural. Now let's add a little emotion. I actually mentioned something similar earlier, but maybe I didn't explain it clearly.
Ah, that small pause changes the feeling.
Yes, it shows honesty and calm confidence. Now let's talk about a deeper emotional layer. Sometimes being misunderstood is not just about words, it's about feeling unseen.
Yeah, like people don't really know who you are.
Exactly. In English, you can say, I feel like people don't really see who I am.
That's powerful.
Yes, and very emotional. You can also say, I wish people understood me better.
That sounds softer.
Yes, it expresses desire, not frustration. Now let's build a full expression. Sometimes I feel like people don't really see who I am, and I wish they understood me better.
That feels very real.
Good. Now I want to ask you, Eric. When you feel misunderstood, what do you usually do?
Hesitates. Honestly, I stay quiet. I feel like explaining is too hard.
Thank you for sharing that. And many people do the same. But today, we're learning a different way. Instead of staying silent, you can express yourself step by step. Not perfectly, just honestly.
I like that. Step by step feels easier.
Exactly. Let's try a simple structure you can use anytime. Step 1, acknowledge the situation. Step 2, clarify your meaning. Step 3, express your feeling. Example, I think there's been a small misunderstanding. What I meant was something different. I just wanted to share how I've been feeling.
Oh, that's very clear.
Yes, it gives structure to your thoughts. Now let's practice together. I'll give you a situation. Your friend thinks you are angry, but actually you're just tired.
Okay. I think there's a misunderstanding. I'm not angry, I'm just really tired. I didn't mean to sound upset.
That was excellent. Very natural, very clear. Now let's improve it slightly. I think there's been a small misunderstanding. I'm not angry, I'm just really tired. I didn't mean to sound upset.
Adding really makes it stronger.
Yes, and more emotional. Now let's try one more situation. Your coworker thinks you disagree with them, but actually you just have a different perspective.
Okay. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not disagreeing, I just see it a bit differently.
That's perfect. Very natural English. You can also say, I'm not against your idea, I just have a slightly different perspective.
Perspective sounds advanced.
Yes, but it's very useful and common. Now let's slow down for a moment. If you often feel misunderstood, it doesn't mean your English is bad. Sometimes it just means you haven't learned the right expressions yet.
That makes me feel better.
Good, because communication is not only about grammar, it's about clarity, emotion, and connection. And today, you're learning all three.
Smiles and voice. I feel more confident already.
I'm really happy to hear that. Now let's continue exploring more real situations and help you express yourself even more naturally.
Sometimes I think the hardest part is not the words, it's the feeling inside. Like you want to explain, but you're afraid the other person still won't understand.
Yes, that feeling is very real. It's like a small fear, not a big fear, but enough to stop you from speaking.
Exactly. And when that happens many times, I start to lose confidence.
Thank you for saying that, because today we're not only learning English, we're also rebuilding confidence slowly. Let's talk about that moment. You want to speak, but you hesitate. In English, you can express this feeling like this. I'm not sure how to explain this clearly.
Oh, that sounds very natural.
Yes, and very honest. You can also say, I'm trying to find the right words.
I like that. It feels real, not perfect.
Exactly. Let's combine them. I'm not sure how to explain this clearly. I'm still trying to find the right words.
That sounds like something I would say in real life.
Good, that's the goal. Now let's go into a deeper situation. Imagine you're having a serious conversation, maybe with a friend or someone important to you. You're trying to share your feelings, but the other person interrupts you or doesn't really listen.
Yeah, that hurts more.
Yes, it feels more personal. In that moment, you can say, "Can I finish what I'm trying to say?"
Oh, that's simple but strong.
Yes, it's polite but clear. You can also say, "I don't feel like I'm being fully heard."
That sounds emotional.
Yes, and it expresses your feeling without attacking the other person. Now let's practice. I'll interrupt you and you respond. Yeah, I get it. You're just overthinking.
Can I finish what I'm trying to say? I don't feel like I'm being fully heard.
That was very strong and clear. Now let's soften it just a little. Can I finish what I'm trying to say? I just feel like I'm not being fully heard.
Ah, adding just makes it softer.
Exactly. Now let's go even deeper. Sometimes it's not just misunderstanding, it's misjudgment. People think something about you that is not true.
Yeah, like they think you're rude, but you're just shy.
Exactly. In English, you can say, "I think you might have the wrong impression of me."
That's very useful.
Yes, especially in social situations. You can also say, "That's not really what I meant to show."
That sounds natural.
Let's build a full response. "I think you might have the wrong impression of me. That's not really what I meant to show."
That feels very calm and respectful.
Yes, and that's important. Now let's practice a situation. Someone thinks you are unfriendly.
Okay. I think you might have the wrong impression of me. I'm not unfriendly, I'm just a bit quiet at first.
That was excellent, very natural and honest. You can also add, "It just takes me a little time to feel comfortable."
Oh, that makes it more human.
Exactly. Now let's connect this to something deeper. Sometimes when people misunderstand us, we start to question ourselves.
Yeah, like, did I say something wrong?
Yes, that inner voice can be very strong. In English, you can express this like this: "I keep wondering if I said something wrong."
That sounds very real.
You can also say, "I'm not sure if I expressed myself the right way."
So it's about self-doubt.
Exactly. Let's combine them. "I keep wondering if I said something wrong or if I didn't express myself the right way."
That feels very emotional.
Yes, and it's okay to express that. Now let's take a moment. When you say these things out loud, you are not weak. You are clear.
That's a good way to see it.
Yes, clarity is strength. Now let's move into another real-life situation. You're texting someone. You send a message, but they misunderstand your tone.
That happens a lot. Text messages are dangerous.
Yes, because there is no voice, no emotion, so people imagine your tone. If they misunderstand you, you can say, "I think my message came across the wrong way."
Oh, that's perfect for texting.
Yes, very common. You can also say, "That's not how I meant it to sound."
Simple and clear.
Let's build a natural message. "I think my message came across the wrong way. That's not how I meant it to sound."
I can definitely use that.
Good. Now let's make it more emotional. "I think my message came across the wrong way. That's not how I meant it to sound at all."
Adding at all makes it stronger.
Yes, it shows sincerity. Now let's practice a role play. "I'll be your friend." Wow, that message sounded really rude.
Okay. I think my message came across the wrong way. That's not how I meant it to sound at all.
Very good. Now let's continue. Sometimes, after being misunderstood, you want to explain more, but you don't want to argue.
Yes, I don't like arguing.
Many people don't, so you can say, "Let me try to explain it a bit better."
That's polite.
Yes, and very useful. You can also say, "Maybe I didn't explain it clearly before."
So again, you take some responsibility.
Exactly. Let's combine them. Let me try to explain it a bit better. Maybe I didn't explain it clearly before.
That sounds very calm.
Yes, calm communication is powerful. Now let's go into a longer role play. Imagine you're talking with a friend about a personal decision. Your friend thinks you're being selfish, but actually, you're just trying to take care of yourself.
Okay.
I'll start. I think you're being selfish.
Taking a breath. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm just trying to take care of myself right now.
That was excellent, very clear and emotional. Let's make it even more natural. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm just trying to take care of myself right now.
Ah, right now makes it more specific.
Yes, it shows your current situation. You can also add, I really need this time for myself.
That sounds strong, but honest.
Exactly. Now let's expand the full response. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm just trying to take care of myself right now. I really need this time for myself.
That feels powerful.
Yes, now I want to ask you something again. Do you think it's difficult to say these sentences in real life?
Yes, a little. Because in the moment, I feel nervous.
That's completely normal. That's why we practice slowly, not to be perfect, but to be ready.
I like that. Be ready, not perfect.
Exactly. Now let's do a short speaking practice. I'll give you a sentence, you repeat it slowly. I think you misunderstood me.
I think you misunderstood me.
I didn't mean it that way.
I didn't mean it that way.
Let me explain it more clearly.
Let me explain it more clearly.
Very good. Now let's connect them. I think you misunderstood me. I didn't mean it that way. Let me explain it more clearly.
I think you misunderstood me. I didn't mean it that way. Let me explain it more clearly.
That feels smooth.
Yes.
Now say it with feeling.
I think you misunderstood me. I didn't mean it that way. Let me explain it more clearly.
That was beautiful, very natural. Now remember, every time you express yourself like this, you're building a bridge between your thoughts and someone else's understanding.
I like that image.
Good, because communication is connection, and you are learning how to connect more clearly and more confidently.
I feel like I can handle these situations better now.
I'm really glad to hear that. Let's keep going and explore even more ways to express your true thoughts and feelings naturally.
You know, something is changing for me. Before, when I felt misunderstood, I would just feel stuck. But now, I feel like I have words.
That's a beautiful change. Having words gives you power. Not power over others, but power to express yourself clearly.
Yeah, it feels like I can finally explain what's inside.
And that's exactly what real communication is. Not perfect grammar, not big vocabulary, but honest expression. Now, let's go a little deeper. Sometimes, even after you explain yourself, the other person still doesn't understand.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating part.
It is. And in that moment, you have two choices. You can keep pushing, or you can accept the situation calmly.
Accepting sounds hard.
It can be, but in English, there are gentle ways to express that feeling too. For example, I've tried to explain how I feel, but I don't think it's coming across.
That sounds a bit sad, but calm.
Yes, it shows effort and honesty. You can also say, maybe we just see things differently.
Oh, that feels very peaceful.
Exactly. It removes tension. Now let's combine them. I've tried to explain how I feel, but I don't think it's coming across. Maybe we just see things differently.
That sounds very mature.
Yes, and very useful in real life. Now let's explore another situation. Sometimes you don't want to explain everything. You just want to protect your energy.
Yes, that's me sometimes.
That's completely okay. In English, you can say, I don't have the energy to explain this right now.
Wow, that's honest.
Yes, honest and clear. You can also soften it. I'd rather talk about this another time.
That sounds more polite.
Exactly. Let's combine them. I don't have the energy to explain this right now. I'd rather talk about it another time.
That feels respectful.
Yes. Now let's try a role play. I'll push you a little and you respond calmly. No, explain it now. I don't understand you at all.
Takes a breath. I understand, but I don't have the energy to explain this right now. I'd rather talk about it another time.
That was very calm and strong. Now let's soften the beginning a little. I understand how you feel, but I don't have the energy to explain this right now. I'd rather talk about it another time.
Ah, that sounds kinder.
Yes, you acknowledge the other person first. Now let's move on to something important. Sometimes being misunderstood is not about the other person. It's about how clearly we express our thoughts.
So we also have responsibility.
Exactly, and that's a good thing because it means you can improve. You can say, I think I need to explain myself more clearly next time.
That's very reflective.
Yes, you can also say, I'm still learning how to express my thoughts better.
I like that. It feels positive.
Let's combine them. I think I need to explain myself more clearly next time. I'm still learning how to express my thoughts better.
That feels encouraging.
Yes. Now let's pause for a moment. If you are listening right now and you often feel misunderstood, I want you to remember something. It doesn't mean your thoughts are wrong. It doesn't mean your English is bad. It simply means you are still learning how to express yourself.
That's really comforting.
Good, because growth takes time. Now let's bring everything together with one final role play, a longer, more natural conversation. Imagine this. You're talking with a close friend. You share something personal, but your friend reacts in a way that hurts you.
Okay, I'll try my best.
I think you're overreacting. It's not a big deal.
Slowly breathes. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not overreacting. I'm just trying to explain how I feel.
Good. Keep going.
I don't feel like I'm being fully heard, and that's a bit frustrating.
That's very strong. Continue.
But maybe I didn't explain it clearly before, so let me try again.
Beautiful.
This situation really matters to me, and I just wish you could understand my perspective.
That was excellent. Very natural, very emotional, and very clear.
It actually felt real.
That's because it is real. These are not just sentences. They are tools for your real life. Now, before we finish, let's do one final speaking practice together. Slowly, calmly, with feeling. Repeat after me. I think you misunderstood me.
I think you misunderstood me.
I didn't mean it that way.
I didn't mean it that way.
Let me explain it more clearly.
Let me explain it more clearly.
I just want to be understood.
I just want to be understood.
That last sentence is very powerful. I just want to be understood. Simple, honest, human.
Yeah, I think everyone feels that.
Exactly. And now you know how to say it, not only with words, but with calm confidence.
Thank you. Really, I feel different after this.
I'm so glad to hear that. And to everyone listening, keep practicing, keep expressing, and most importantly, keep believing that your voice matters, because it does. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We'll be here with you step by step, word by word.
See you next time.
Take care and keep speaking.